There's more nature here. There's more work here in terms of like doing stuff that our people do, in terms of like farm working and things like that. So a lot of our migration, a lot of people that are from even Northern California originated in Southern California, you know, like from their parent, like their grandparents lived in LA and then they moved up here. Or a lot of people from Santa Rosa went to Sonoma State and stayed here because it's so nice. But I digress. You came here for the Southside story. I'm living my life in Santa Monica. I'm slanging. I'm also like working at community centers and helping out, but I'm still drinking hell. I'm crazy as heck. I was like on and off in a really fun, like great relationship, but I was too young to be in one, so I was off the hook. Going back up north and gangbanging on upstate guy, what you call upstate Sureños now, but we just called them Sureños, and we weren't Northerners or Northern. We were just Norteños and Sureños, bro. That's all it was. Northerners, and we wouldn't even call each other Northerners or Southerners. Like I never heard the term Northerner or the term Southerner. It was all. I mean, they called them scraps and surrats, but I don't call them that no more. But it was and busters and chaps. I'm sorry, so I disrespect both sides equally. But it was just Norteños, Sureños. That's it. Sur, Norte. That's it. It was nothing else. No in the middle. I'm just saying that's how it was for us. And so I'd go up north, put work on them, jump fools into my neighborhood, and then come down south and go to college like it was nothing, bro. I was like a psycho. And you don't have to believe me. It's okay. I'm not really proud of this, but I do want to just like tell these real stories. The other thing is I started thinking like after Lefty Gunplay kind of went from being down to work with Rico too smooth, but then just totally make a 360 because he didn't get no reply back probably from Rico or something. And he just starts dissing the Norte. Like that shit just kind of broke my heart because I feel like he could have really done something for our people, and he chose that tomfoolery, you know, that fool culture stuff, instead of choosing to be a man, like the best man that I know that Swifty. I know that Lefty could be a superstar. He didn't make superstar decisions, and I hope the best for him. I still follow him. He still follows me. I want him to win. I don't care if he dissing North overall. I can't be, I live in my section. I can't, you know, be interacting and showing a gang of love to somebody that, you know, disrespects my culture. And what I openly, I don't care, dog. I openly consider like Norteños, Northern Raza as a culture. It's a subculture of Chicano. And it doesn't need to be like gang affiliated. It just means to be that there's things in Northern California that affected me, and I hold on to them. And even though I was born in the South, raised in the North, though. But honestly, I feel like I became a true man in LA. I mean, I became a true man when I had a kid, but I became a true man in LA. LA raised me, bro. I lived in Los Angeles from 18 to 33, bro. Those are transformative years in your life. 18 to 27. No, 18 to 25. San Francisco and Oakland to 27 and a half. And 27 and a half to like 33 in LA, in all the hoods. And I'll tell you, break them all down. Started to meet a lot of these vatos, and like we would start to help each other out. I'd give them discounts, but they never take advantage of me, bro. That's like, people think that like Southside or like gangs are gonna like, I don't know. There was like, to be honest, they were like really honorable. And I'm not gonna say their names, but they're these two brothers. They're Puerto Rican and a Native American. And one of them's still my homeboy. He has two daughters, and he's a savage ass mixed martial artist now. Has a dope mansion in the cuts, and he's doing his thing. With shout out to him and his wife. They've been together for a long time. And he never joined the hood, but he was always right there because in Santa Monica there was kind of a division between the Mexicans and the blacks, because there was 17th Street, and then there was a smaller Crip gang called Graveyard Crips, but they're with the business. The one thing that Tupac said about everybody in LA having a little bit of thug in them is true. So just don't ever count. If you meet somebody from Los Angeles proper, but even Los Angeles County, don't ever count them out, because Santa Monica, I guess, would be county, not Los Angeles City. But it's LA. In my opinion, Santa Monica's still LA. Maybe it's changed now a lot. I know it's been gentrified, but it's still. I would go on, bro, and then like I would see them at the liquor store. I would see them like running from things. You feel me? And like there were like little times, bro. Like I'll be honest that like I opened up my car, like, you know, I basically opened up my car and let them sit in the back seat. You feel me? Like I was kind of like an ally, you know. But a lot of people in the community be showing love. Like I let them run up in my house. But I just told them they could run up. I told them kind of like, don't run up here if people are close to you. You know, people know about the different levels to the shit. Say somebody's chasing you, gotta keep going till you get a distance on them, and then you can go to somebody's house that stop. You gotta get some distance. You can't run up in my house when they're right behind you and I gotta close the door on them, kind of thing. So there were a couple times where they ran around a little bit, you feel me? And then they ran up to the house and smoked. But that was cool, because I'm cool with that. Because you're running around and then you're coming over here, right? The thing is, I started kicking with a lot of these fools, not in there, and people would get mad at me like, hey, bro, you can't be kicking it with these fools. But I don't know, I guess it's because I miss my own homeboys. And nobody wants to admit this, but any northerner from Northern California who was gangbanging in the 90s, in the mid to late 90s especially, moved to Los Angeles in the early 2000s, can tell you that Chicanos from LA and Norteños from up north have a lot in common. They dress alike, they actually talk alike. The whole N-word is whatever, because this whole thing about northerners saying N-word, most northerners don't say the N-word. Actually, I started saying it a little bit because my best friend Matt Holmes was black, and he would say it to me. So I say it when I'm passionate, but I never said it a lot when I was a kid. But I would only say it when I was passionate. And the funny part is it wasn't around Mexicans. It was more around black people, black girls. Like, I used to date a lot of black girls too. Black and brown, baby. But so then, like, one time, Suffer and Demon came and they ran up in my place and smoked and chilled. And then, you know, there were like a couple sirens, but I felt like they did it in the right way. And it was funny, dog, just to think, how am I letting these Southsiders stay, you know, be safe, like in my home, you know, but at the same time, you gotta show love, homie. You gotta know where you're at. The reason I survived a lot in Los Angeles is because I knew where I was at. Back to these two brothers, though. So these two brothers, his little brother joined the hood, though, and the older brother didn't, the one I was close with, because he kicked it with the blacks. But he was like my homeboy, the brother, the older brother. He lived on his own when he was like 17 or 16. He had his own place on 11th Street. We used to blaze. He was in high school. I couldn't believe it, but I was only 18, so I was just out of high school, you know, literally the year before, so I don't think it's weird, you know. And he was hella independent, but he was with the business. Now I know why he got into mixed martial arts because, or whatever, MMA, all that. Sorry, I don't know the name of all that stuff, but he got out of, because he used to love to fight. And we would bump heads, but we always like had love for each other, so we never like, I don't know, we like liked each other for that. I think it's because sometimes you'll meet people and when they stand up to you all the time, you like respect that, and you can either like get annoyed by that, or you can like be like, damn, this was a real one. We're gonna ride together. And so I liked him, so because I knew he was a real one, but he wasn't about gangbanging, so I could work with him.